Rolling.
Hi. This is actually the people from Dinner Date. I'm David.
I'm Crystal.
Mark.
And we're going to do 5 minutes on who's the weirdest person in our family. I think I'm going to go first because I have the weirdest person in my family.
Sorry, it's the craziest person.
The craziest person in my family.
Okay, go.
I have the craziest person. She's dead, so we could talk about her all we want, and you could call her names or whatever.
Get to it.
Okay. Well, actually, it's going to turn around. You're going to see there's a big twist at the end.
Go.
Okay,
Fucking
so
go.
It's my... Okay, let's start over
Okay,
again.
yeah, let's start over again. You can't swear, seriously.
Okay, well, that right there, you have 4 minutes left.
But we told you only make comments like, oh, that's funny.
You know what?
All right.
You shouldn't have asked me on the podcast
hi.
in the first place.
Okay.
No, we shouldn't ask you at the house.
Cut.
Hi, this is David, and this is Dinner Date, and I'm here with...
Crystal.
And?
That guy.
And we're here to talk about who's the craziest person in our families. I'm going to go first because I'm the craziest person in my family, so don't even try. Okay. She's dead now, so we can say whatever we want about her. It's my grandmother, and she was from the Philippines. She's from the Philippines. And she... Oh, God. Okay, let me put it this way. She's Catholic, but people from the Philippines aren't just Catholic. They believe in everything, like voodoo... And just everything, like anything, any kind of superstition you can interject in them. So, how can I put this? I guess I'll just... Okay, she had 4 daughters, and all those 4 daughters at one time or another, she got in a fight with... She used to beat the hell out of them. She called them puta. All right, let me explain. I'm the craziest person in my family. Okay, let me put it this way. When my aunt turned 11 years old, she got her period, which happens with girls sometimes.
Sure.
So, what did my grandmother do?
Most of the time, but yeah, go ahead.
She beat her.
Hopefully.
She beat her and called her a whore and said that the only reason she got her period is because she's crazy for boys and she probably had sex. So she beat her.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, this is my grandmother. And people just went on about their lives. Oh, okay, sure, beat your daughter, whatever. So she beat all her daughters at one point or another because they got their periods. And then she got in a fight with every single female member of my family at one point or another, called them a whore, I'm never talking to you again, all this stuff. I'm the only person that stood up to her when I met her at age 3. And you're asking, why did I meet my grandmother at age 3? Because she was in a fight with my mother because my mother got married 5 years earlier. No, actually, 7 years earlier to my father. And so she called her a whore. You're a whore. You're going up with these white men. God damn it. Yeah, for getting married.
Okay.
She's a whore. So
that's pretty whorish.
Yeah, she's... Oh, I know, that's whorish. She's raising 2 children in a house in Glendale, California.
Slut.
But go back to the Philippines. What we found out about her family tree is that she married a man before my grandfather who owned a whorehouse.
Ooh.
And she ran the whorehouse.
Ooh.
And didn't know it was a whorehouse. She thought it was a boarding house. She told us that it was... I'm sure that she did know that it was a whorehouse. She was just insane, and she just told us that.
Right.
And what we found out is she couldn't get pregnant. And she prayed. She went up to this altar, and prayed on this hill to not a Catholic. She went and prayed Catholic style, but to some other, like, voodoo god or something like that, wondering, why can't I get pregnant? Why can't I get pregnant? Well, come to find out, she couldn't get pregnant because she hadn't had sex.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
But this is the twist in the story. I think my family is crazy because they put up with her. Because at age 3, I was like, F you. I was at a table and I could barely see over the table and I told her, shut up, don't talk to me like that and whatever. Anyways, by the time I was 10, 11, and 12, I was like, don't F and talk to me like that. And then when I was about 16, I was like, I'm going to throw you through a plate glass window. Everyone else just let her do whatever she wanted. They let her whip their kids. She whipped the hell out of us when we were kids.
Wow.
Anyway, so I leave it to you guys. Who do you think is crazier, my family or her? My family for putting up with her or her for doing those things?
I say I'm going to go with her for doing those things.
Okay, why do you think my family put up with that?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a psychologist. I don't
You're
know.
Not.
I don't know why people, let themselves be in abusive relationships. I think there is a certain power that your parents have over you that you just put up with because they're your parents. There's this mystical, and I don't know. They were just
not me, because I told my mom, if she starts acting like that, I'm putting her away. I'm carting her off to the home the second she does anything like that.
That's because you love her unconditionally.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so you want to know about the craziest person in my family?
Yes.
I'm not sure that he can beat that, but it was my grandfather.
No, he can't beat it.
My grandfather, who is also passed on, not too long ago, actually, back in the fall, he passed away. And he was a furrier. He made fur coats for a living.
She answered what it was too quick because I had a joke there, but keep going.
He amassed about as much money as he did animal feces over his lifetime. He
collected animal feces?
He didn't collect it. It just sort of collected itself. See, when you don't clean up, when you have pets and you don't clean up after them, it just sort of piles up. Or let's say you have a house. You have two houses. He had two houses, both on the same street, across the street from one another.
Wow.
He was living in one, and then he decided to move out of it after he had done trashing it, I guess, and move across the street to the other house. So he was living in the other house, and he was getting older, so his health was deteriorating. He also had diabetes, which we knew about, and he also had cancer, prostate cancer, which we didn't know about until after he died. That's another story. But he, in the second house, he lived with dogs. He always had dogs. He always had dogs to protect him because he thought that the FBI was after him.
For what? Did he ever say what they would be after him for?
I'm not really sure. My contact with him sort of dwindled as I got older. So my heaviest point of contact with him was between the ages of 5 and 10. So I didn't really say, hey, Grandpa, by the way.
You didn't know what the FBI was.
I wasn't. I kind of did, but not.
Wasn't he in Canada?
He was in Canada.
They have an FBI there?
He just thought he pretty much thought everybody was after him.
Like you watch TV, it's like the FBI. You're Canadian, you're American. You don't know what you are, so you're just like the FBI's after.
Well, he was from the Czech Republic originally. That's where he was born. But he had owned several houses. He owned lots of property, and he made money that way too. And he rented them out, usually in seedy neighborhoods. But a couple of his houses were in the newspaper. Because he didn't trust everybody, because he thought everybody was after him, he wouldn't hire professionals to do work. So one of his houses was in the paper because it caught fire because of bad electrical work that he had done himself. The other two had flooded because of bad plumbing work that he had done himself.
God, sounds like my father.
I visited him one time, and he had two houses. And one that he lived in, another that he rented, right beside each other. And he had a overground tunnel made out of corrugated plastic between the two houses, running from one house to the other. And in the middle, he had a furnace to heat both the houses so that it would be cheaper.
Wow.
Did that melt or burn down anything?
No. I mean, it wasn't in contact with the furnace, but it was around it, like a garage. Think of putting a furnace in a garage and then piping it into two separate houses.
That sounds like it could be cool, but it wasn't, right?
No.
It looks like it's a fort. The kids
it's actually
built.
less efficient for one furnace to heat two houses.
Yeah.
No, totally. But you know what I mean? Like you're a kid, like, ooh, there's a fort and all that stuff.
Yeah. Right. But he also loved animals. He let birds fly around all the time and poop all over the house. So when he passed away and we were in his house, what he had done is he had taken his bed and put it in the living room. Oh no, the dining room. In the living room, he had installed a toilet and a bathtub. He had 2x4s all around the house like a jungle gym, so that he could walk around without a walker. So he would grab onto the bars.
That's genius, actually. That's not crazy.
It's better to get a walker. No, it's kind of crazy. You had to duck to walk around the house because he had all these 2x4s, and then there's the toilet right next to his bed and the bathtub, and he had let birds just run wild in his house. So there's bird poop all over the house, all over everything. He had a mouse infestation, and mice had literally half-eaten papers that were in his drawers. God. He had clothes. He would buy things, not unwrap them, and leave piles of junk. Upstairs was just filled. It was like a 4-bedroom house. It was just each room was just filled with stuff he bought at the dollar store and just unloaded in the rooms.
My God.
The other house he had left alone, and he basically invited feral cats in. They lived in there, and there was cat poop in like 2 to 3 foot mounds all over the place. We had to go in there with gas masks just so that we could breathe inside.
Oh my God. All right.
Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
So, Mark, you're voting. Who do you hate more, my grandmother or her grandfather?
Hate more? Who do you think is crazier?
No, that's crazier.
Crazier. But I want to say,
it's a pretty good tie. I mean,
it's kind of tough.
It is kind of tough. Really crazy dude or really crazy chick. Really is what it boils down to.
We should have gotten them married off.
Oh gosh, that would have been awful.
That would have been
awesome. Oh my goodness.
That was fun.
Yes. Well, thank you for joining us. This was Dinner Date.
Thank you very much. Check us out.
dinner date.
Wow, welcome to dinner date. Sit back, relax, pour yourself a Chardonnay. Welcome.
Thank you, David.
I like your evening gown.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I enjoy your suit and tie.
Well, I wasn't talking to you, Crystal. I was talking to Mark. But okay.
Thanks.
But you stuck up much, Crystal? No, Crystal,
you should not been looking at me.
Breasts are in full bloom.
Wow. I feel like I'm 13 all over again.
And Mark is here to join us instead of who?
Christian.
Oh, okay. So it's David.
Crystal.
And?
The non-cursing guy.
Oh, you're not going to curse through the whole thing?
Apparently.
Ladies and gentlemen out in TV viewing, record podcasting, whatever, viewing.
Internet.
Linging lounge.
Radio.
Count and
LOL.
see how many times Mark says an offensive word. So, you're going to be Christian.
Okay.
And you're going to be Crystal, and I'm very
I'll try my
upset
hardest.
with the two of you for what you did to me last podcast. It was very upsetting, and I'm actually a little bit hurt.
Good.
Listen, Christian,
did we
don't
throw something?
talk back to me.
For your mama.
Yeah, okay. What we talked about on the last podcast was you had to say something about you had to describe yourself, right?
Okay.
And then you had to say if there was a person just like you.
Was I there?
In the world, like if there was an exact duplicate. Christian, calm down.
Oh, right.
So, okay, Crystal went first, and she talked about it and talked about what it would be like to have a person just like herself. And I was like, oh, that's nice, that's great. And then Christian went next and described himself and said what it was like to be. And we all were like, oh, that's great. And then it went to me, I described myself, and then I said, well, if there was a person like me, and all hell broke loose. First thing Crystal says, like, oh my God, could you imagine if there's something like him? It would be like an insane, psychotic parrot. And then Christian, I don't know why you said this, Christian. Mark, you're being Christian.
No, I'm being Mark.
No, you have to be Christian.
I'm not going to be Christian.
For his offenses.
You douche. He's not here. That's not my fault.
Right,
I'm still me.
It is your fault.
No, I wasn't
just
even
deal with
here.
it and shut up. And for some reason, Christian's comment was like, oh my God, can you imagine we'd have to see two naked Davids? And to my memory, I can't remember him ever seeing one naked David. And I don't know why he immediately said that.
To your memory.
To my memory, yeah, he might be looking in my windows.
I think
for
somebody's
sure.
spying on you. Yeah.
So, Mark, I want you to answer up for the fact that why did Christian say, "Oh, we're gonna have to see two naked Davids"?
Well, probably for the same reason he's not here tonight, which is he probably had a flat tire.
You mean when he saw the one naked David?
Yes.
All right, so Crystal, I'm ready for your apology whenever you're ready to give it.
Don't give it. Give it to him. Make him wait for it.
I'm sorry that you weren't ready for my apology before.
What apology? You talked
I just apologized to you.
God. You said,
I just said I was sorry.
Oh, you did a second ago? Or just now?
Just now.
You did? Oh, I'm sorry for not accepting your apology. But I
forgive you, David.
I was a little bit like, oh my God, like, I was nodding, oh, that's nice, like if there was another you. And the second it was like, there's two Davids. It's like, oh my God. That's the worst thing I've ever heard of in my whole life. Why would it be so horrible, Crystal, to have two Davids?
I don't recall any of this.
You know what?
I don't. See, what happens
You're like
to me...
OJ, deny.
This is what happens to me, is I say stuff on the podcast,
yeah,
and later on, I walk out of the room and somebody's like, you were wrong about that. And I'm like, wrong about what? What did I say? I did? That's not true. I said that? That's a total lie. I can't believe it. Sometimes, I just zone out, and things come out of my mouth, and I don't know what they are. I can take no responsibility for the things I say.
I operate like that every day.
That's actually, the thing you should do. Because it's true, like, I've been in places where our fans are, and they've stated back clever things that we've said, and I was like, wow, that is really clever. Who said that? And they're like, you said that. And I was like, oh. I
occasionally have the same phenomena that Christian mentioned to us off of the podcast, is that we'll be listening to the podcast, and then you think or say the same thing out loud that you then say that when you hear the podcast.
Right.
So I'm like, maybe you'll say something and I'll go, oh, that's interesting. And then I hear myself on the podcast go, oh, that's interesting. I'm like, oh, it's eerie. It's like you're programmed to think a certain way about certain things or have a certain response.
It's true. I've had that
Kinda
too.
creepy.
You're right. And I didn't even remember that conversation.
I think we're all Cylons.
You know what? I was having dinner last night with David, John,
Wait, you
Cindy.
ate?
David Johnson.
No, David, John, Cindy, Pat, and Jean, my
Pat
good friends, and they're all huge. Pat.
Did you just call your friends
No,
fat?
not that Pat. No.
David just called all his friends fat. You said they're all huge. That's what you said.
No, I was about to say, these guys, they're all huge fans of the show. And they were talking about how wonderful it was and how clever we are. And
I was going to ask what you say about me when I'm not around.
Right. But the interesting thing is, this is the interesting thing. I said, I bet you didn't realize how obnoxious I was.
And they said, no, we realize.
Yeah, they said, yeah, we did. But the thing that they didn't realize is I got up and went to the bathroom, and each time I did, one member of the table would meet me in the bathroom, and each person made an advance on me at the table.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you went to the bathroom.
So I had a sexual experience with each.
So did we just lose 5 listeners right now from your lies?
No, actually, they've all called me. Every single one of them has called me separately, asking when I'm going to come over and visit them.
So wait. No, I mean right now when they just listen to that.
Oh, oops.
Slander.
No, question.
No, that was sexy though.
So how many people went to dinner?
It was 6 of us completely total.
So you went to
semi-celebrity slap fight.
You bitch! Ah!
Okay. All right. Crystal and I both have celebrity news, gossip, revelations, whatever.
Cool. Just a stand-in.
I have something that because I wrote a book called Bombshell: The Blonde Phenomenon of the 20th Century.
How do you say that again?
Bombshell: The Blonde Phenomenon of the 20th Century. And I had to research the last 100 years of Hollywood. And I have something that I can't substantiate, but I have heard through different people that were there and stuff like that. But I couldn't put it in my book because it's not substantiated, and it's just people retelling it that were there, and they won't. Whatever. So you could take it. This could be total fiction.
Wow, get on with it.
Oh my God.
Okay. It's kind of exciting, actually. This is what occurred, and I think it's actually really exciting.
Please.
Okay. Marilyn Monroe was at a party.
She's a whore?
She was at a party.
What?
She was at a party.
She was riding a pony.
Okay.
Go on.
Riding a pony.
And it was right before she became. It was right as she was becoming very famous. And this was a very different time.
Okay.
This was a time.
So she was almost famous.
She was almost famous. Well, she was famous to some people, not yet famous. She's one of those people that you saw her face, you didn't exactly.
Sorry, phone call.
Phone call.
Incoming call.
We got to do it quick.
Well, we don't even know who it is.
Who's calling, please?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello, hi, is this dinner date?
Yeah, it is. Who's calling and where are you from and what's your age?
Hi, my name's Christian.
Yeah?
Hello, Christian?
Hi, yeah, I normally call the show from Lakeview Terrace, but for now I'm calling from Glendale.
And how old are you?
Significantly older than 24. Thanks for asking.
You're welcome. What are you calling for? And make it quick because we're right in the middle of something.
You never ask a lady her age, David.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just thought it was open phones. My boss actually got a flat. I would normally be in studio, so I kind of wanted to recap our celebrity quotes game over the phone. What do you guys think?
Oh,
Let's do it.
Are you still with the podcast? Oh, I didn't know.
I know it's really hard to tell because there's a large bald man who talks over most of my jokes, but I really am just letting all the fans know I'm doing well, and I will be back shortly.
He's not calling from the hospital?
Are you on the side of the road right now?
Am I what?
Are you on the side of the road right now?
No, thankfully I'm in my cushy estate in Glendale, so everything is doing well.
Oh, okay.
Good. Well, all right. Without further ado, do you want me to explain the game and get us started?
Yeah, do it really quick. Go.
Okay, good. So the game is basically I will read a celebrity's stupid quote, and then I will give you 3 celebrities, and it's up to you, Mark and Crystal, to choose which celebrity it is.
All right. Wow.
Okay.
All right, good. Okay, well, starting off with the first quote. That's very apt that you're coughing, because the first quote is, "Smoking kills. If you're killed, you've lost a very important part of your life."
Are you sure that's not a joke?
That's what?
Are you sure they didn't mean it as a joke?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
All right, so your options, these are bombshells. It's Farrah Fawcett,
Ooh.
Brooke Shields,
Uh-huh.
or Tiffany.
Oh, I know who this is already.
Do we just blurt it out?
The lady goes, we go around in
I'm
orderly
gonna think.
fashion.
I'm gonna think. You go first, then.
I already know who it is, though.
Ladies first.
Mark,
I get it. David's a lady. Yeah!
Yeah, we told that joke 3 times in a row and nobody laughed, okay?
I'm laughing enough for 3 people right now.
All right, Mark, you go.
Farrah Fawcett? Guessing.
That was Mark. Mark had Farrah Fawcett?
Yeah.
And,
I'm going to go with Tiffany.
You think it's Tiffany?
No. I'm just going to go with her. I didn't say I thought it was her.
It's Brooke Shields.
Yes, it is Brooke Shields. David gets it right.
Yeah.
Once again, very attuned to the female of the celebrities.
Okay. He has previous training that...
I studied the last 100 years of stupid celebrities.
He has an unfair advantage.
So 1 to nothing to nothing. Go.
All right, good. So 0-0-1. All right, so the next quote is, if we don't succeed, we run the risk of failure.
Did we have this last time? Why does that sound familiar?
I know it sounds
Okay,
really
what are
familiar.
our options?
Your options, these are presidents. Maybe I did do this. I hope the hell I didn't. Is it Dan Quayle,
Oh, yeah, he did.
Ronald Reagan, or George W. Bush?
That sounds like a Bush. I'm going to go first. That sounds like a Bushism.
Okay, Mark or Crystal?
It sounds like Bush, but I thought I picked Quayle last time, but I can't remember if I was right or wrong.
It sounds like Quayle also, but it sounds more Bushy Bush.
Bushy Bush. All right.
I'll go with Bush, but not because Christian just said something creepy.
Sorry. And then Mark, what's your guess?
Just for fun, I'm going to go for the second choice, just for fun. I think it might be Bush also, but I could be wrong.
Who are you going with?
What was the second choice?
Reagan?
I don't know, Reagan,
Quayle?
I guess?
All right. You're all wrong. It's Dan Quayle.
Yeah,
oh,
damn.
I know I
come
said it
on,
last
guys.
time. I just thought I was wrong last time.
You know what? I thought it was him, so I'm going to take the point.
Don't take the point.
I was gonna say
If you all take the point, then everyone takes the point.
Dick.
Yeah, give us all points.
All right, good.
No,
all
thank
right,
you
so
for
it's
thinking
I
1,
did
1,
it.
and 2
It's-
then.
No,
all right,
Mark
so
didn't
the
think it was him.
next quote is...
Go Christian.
So where is the Cannes Film Festival being held this year? All right, is that Jessica Simpson, Christina Aguilera, or Britney Spears?
That is tough.
I'm going to say Jessica Simpson.
You want to say Jessica Simpson, but I'm kind of thinking, I'm leaning towards Britney Spears.
I'm going to say Jessica Simpson because I don't... Well, she was in Crossroads, but I think that's the only movie she was in.
Yeah.
Why would she be aware of the film festival?
Yeah, but nothing Jessica Simpson was in was at Cannes.
No, but she's been in the film industry.
That's true, huh?
That's my rationale. I'm sticking with it. Pick.
All right, go. I say Britney, she says Jessica, he says Jessica. Go.
Wow, well, you're all wrong again. It's Christina Aguilera. Come on, guys. Maybe I should have said it with the accent. Where did Cannes Film Festival being held this year?
No, they all sound stupid like that.
He's trying to be Latino. Where's the Cannes Festival being held this year? Shit.
He's doing a bad job.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, maybe I messed that one up.
I'm sorry. It
I
might
like
be the
this game.
phone
Keep
connection.
going.
It might not be you
the
at
connection,
all.
man. It's not you.
I like this game. Keep going.
You're doing a fabulous job, Christian.
Alrighty, here's the next one. The next one, the category is baseball players. Predictions are difficult, especially about the future.
Nice.
I'm going to start saying this stuff because it's really funny.
That's really good.
Pretty ridiculous. All right, is it Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth, or Yogi Berra?
I'm going to say Yogi Berra because he was known...
You just like the name.
No, but he was known for
Douche.
saying stuff like that. Like, he was known for, like, saying...
Going with Mickey Mantle.
I'm going to go with Nick Nolte.
Excellent.
I take Mel Gibson for the win.
There is no fourth option, Mark.
Okay, well, I'll go for Babe Ruth just for fun.
I can't believe you didn't stick with it.
I don't
didn't
know.
Stick with your choice. Okay.
All right, well, you guys are letting David cut ahead. It was Yogi Berra.
Yeah, he was known for that kind of stuff.
Well, we're not as old as David, so I'm just saying.
I know.
There's all these unfair advantages.
I babysat Yogi Berra when he was a kid. Go.
Did he ask you for a picnic?
All right.
As he did.
All right, so what's the score? 3-1-1?
3-1, and apparently he made me have zero.
Because he didn't think it. All right, go.
Dick.
All right.
God, I hate you. I wish I could curse on this
Hurry up,
podcast
go.
right now.
All right, here's the next one. This one is Moguls. That's the title of this one.
Oh.
Donald Trump.
All right. If I sold all my liabilities, I wouldn't own anything. My wife's a liability. My kids are liabilities, and I haven't sold them. Is it Ted Turner, Donald Trump, or Rupert Murdoch?
That's actually not that stupid. That sounds like something kind of funny that he's saying.
Somebody's trying to be funny, yeah. But I stick with my Donald Trump for the win.
And who else? Ted
Rupert
Turner,
Murdoch. Rupert Murdoch.
I say Ted Turner. Ted Turner's wacky.
Like tobacco.
All right.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Donald Trump, too.
All right. You guys are horrible. This should just be called the David Celebrity Quiz because it was Ted Turner.
Ah.
4.
God damn it.
I hate this game.
I was
this
really
game
hoping
sucks.
someone would at least tie David, but he seems
I win
really in
yet?
touch with stupid celebrities.
Get a new
Did I win yet?
game.
Not yet. I've got one more for you.
Okay.
Oh, good. A
Okay.
tiebreaker.
Yeah, a chance to cut ahead. All right, this is worth 60 points.
Hey!
Yay. All right. The only happy artist is a dead artist, because only then you can't change. After I die, I'll probably come back as a paintbrush. Your choices are actors: Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, or Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
I know who it is. Go ahead.
I don't know. I'll say Sylvester Stallone.
It was Sir Sylvester Stallone because he's a painter.
God damn it! Wow. Well, unfortunately, Crystal, you jumped ahead 60 points, but David wins at 63. And Mark, I believe you're sitting at 0. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So
Nick Nolte
64 to
should have carried you
61 to
further.
0.
Yeah, I win.
Yay, I win. What do I get?
Nothing.
You'll get a big hug from me when I come in studio, and a Quiznos sandwich of your choice, I guess.
Ooh, I like the black Angus or the blue Angus.
I
or
thought
something
you're
like
not
that.
eating
Can I-
food.
Can I
Well,
get...
no.
Sounded like David said black anger, just to let you know.
Black Anger.
Hey, let's start a band called Black Anger. Actually,
Racist.
I didn't look at it that way. I looked at the- I didn't look at
Can I
that
get a
way.
trophy that says Top Tard on it?
I might actually be more than the Quiznos sandwich, but I'll see what I can do.
Can be made out of paper mache.
Yeah, I want to treat, and I like the chili, and I like the cheese broccoli Quiznos, whatever.
He only said sandwich. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, I want a sandwich with Fritos.
All right, I'll see if I can break out the cash from the petty cash. I can get us a combo meal or something.
Thank
Can I have
you.
petty cash?
Thank you, Christian.
You got any drama before you go? Any drama?
No, not really.
All
Sorry.
right. Yeah, I'm going to yell at you next podcast. I already yelled at them in your behalf, so I'll
Okay.
yell at you, too.
Save it for the podcast.
Okay.
All right.
Absolutely.
Thanks,
All right, guys.
Christian.
All right, bye.
Bye,
Thanks,
guys.
Christian.
Bye.
Should I tell my stupid story or no?
We're doing celebrities right now. You were about to do your celebrity thing.
All right, yeah. So, okay, Marilyn Monroe was at the verge of becoming like she was
Right.
famous, and she
She's
was
on the
just about
brink.
to
Got it. She's
explode.
about
She
to
was in
break.
the verge.
Go.
But I want to explain that back at that time, if Paris Hilton would have come out with her sex tape, she would have been finished. You know what I mean? Like if that was the time. It was 1952.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so Marilyn Monroe had posed for nude pictures.
Yes.
David's showing us his boobs.
And she was
yes.
at this
There's a
party.
little shelf underneath
She was
his
at
breasts.
this party, and she was very upset because she had just gotten a blackmail threat.
Racist.
So they were like, if you don't pay, I think the sum was
Why can't it just be a mail
$50,000.
threat? Why has it got to be black?
I know, you know what I'm
blackmail threat. And
He's showing us his breasts again.
it was $50,000, which back at that time was probably about the equivalent of about $250,000 today. She didn't have it,
Okay.
Okay.
so she's very upset. And
Okay.
Lauren Bacall
Uh-huh.
saw her and saw that she was upset. She's like, "What's going on?" So Marilyn Monroe kind of poured out this whole thing, and it was very threatening. And this guy he's threatening to expose these pictures, and I don't know what I'm going to do, and I don't have anywhere to go. I don't have any money if I become, because she wasn't paid very well. The whole thing about Marilyn Monroe, she wasn't paid very well at all. Like her makeup artist was paid more in the first 2 years of her fame than she was.
Okay.
So she's like, if these pictures come out, I'm screwed. Like I'm going to have to be a checker at Woolworths or something like that. I'm done. I'm finished.
Woolworths.
And so she
Yeah,
started
that's just
crying.
before Walmart.
And
Yeah.
Lauren Bacall
I
is
miss
sitting there
Woolworths.
listening to her, and she's just nodding. And then Marilyn Monroe gets done at the end of it, and so Lauren Bacall doesn't say anything. She stands up and she has a glass, and she goes ding 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 ding, ding on the glass. And there's Frank Sinatra's there, Humphrey Bogart's there, Dean Martin's there, people like that. And those are very significant to the story. In a minute, you'll see why. Ding ding
Okay.
ding 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 ding. And Marilyn Monroe's in shock. She's like, "What is she doing?" And she stands up and she's like, "Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to raise your glasses and welcome Marilyn Monroe to the Blackmailers Club." And they all went around, and Lauren Bacall says, I was blackmailed for $25,000. And they all went around and said, like, in the beginning of their career, how much they were blackmailed for. And Dean Martin was like, son of a bitch! Like, I was blackmailed for $30,000. Like, Marilyn Monroe was, like, the high one, except for Frank Sinatra was there, and he was blackmailed several times, so it added up to more than Marilyn Monroe's. But I just thought that was really exciting.
Wow.
Don't you think it's exciting?
What were they all blackmailed for? Just different things?
For different things. And they all told her, don't pay the blackmailer, tell him to go F himself. What happened was the pictures did come out, and it's that, I don't know if you've seen her, it's a very famous pose. She's lying on the red velvet, nude. Like Playboy, what happened is Playboy magazine bought it, and it was their very first centerfold. It launched Playboy, and it made her an international sex symbol. Like, it made her a bigger star than ever.
Sweet.
And they so from Lauren Bacall, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, all those people, Humphrey Bogart said, don't pay blackmailers ever. Don't do it.
I'll remember that when
it's a
I
good
become
rule of
famous.
thumb. And
Don't
when I
do
blackmail
it.
somebody.
And what happened was, too, she
not
admitted
worth
it to the press before it came out, too.
Right,
and
right.
people
It's the
sympathized
key.
with her and everything. But I just think that's exciting. Like, ding, 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 welcome to the Blackmailers Club. I don't know. It's just
That's
kind of
cute.
fun and funky. What do you
Cute
think?
Story. I think it's a
Interesting.
cute story.
Okay.
Yes.
Gives me chills whenever I think
Are you sure
about
you're not
it.
just cold?
No, it's just like, I don't know. It's kind of fun and funky.
You sure
But
it's not
anyways.
hunger chills because you're starving yourself?
So now, that's one good story about celebrities. And now, Crystal's here to defend more poor,
I am.
downtrodden celebrities.
Oh.
The celebrities are, they're a handful of people, and we really think that they are the privileged ones, but really they have a hard life, It's tough. It's hard out there for a celebrity.
Rarely rewarded. Yeah.
Yeah, no accolades of any kind.
Yes.
But, I think that there has been a situation that I actually do think that, not sarcastically, that the thing is that, yes, I understand don't give special exceptions to celebrities, but then
Don't feed the monkeys.
I don't think it's fair to penalize someone extra because they're a celebrity.
J'agree.
Such as the case of Wesley Snipes versus the IRS.
I did not see that
Wait, what?
coming.
Wesley Snipes versus the IRS. He got taken to court for
Okay.
unpaid taxes.
Okay.
He didn't pay taxes. Now he got charged with not paying his taxes for 3 years. 3 years he didn't pay, or he willfully didn't pay for 3 years, and he got sentenced 3 years in prison, 1 year for each year he didn't file.
What?
Because he showed malice and I forget the word they used. Basically, he showed that he disagreed with them, and he didn't think that he was affiliated with one of those groups that says, we can help you not pay your taxes legally.
Right.
You've heard of groups
Yeah.
like this. Well, he bought into it, and he went, and he was like, oh, okay, and he believed their hype, and he did what they said, and he fought the IRS, and he said, oh, I'm not paying you. In fact, I think you owe me for all this stuff, that I've already paid you, and so he was affiliated with this group. So the IRS took him to court, and the judge decided to make an example out of him. Now, see, it's not fair because
Wow.
he has this celebrity status. So the judge goes, "Oh, well, this case is getting a lot of play."
Yeah.
The judge or the IRS is paying off the judge. Who knows? To say, "Hey,
Make an example out of
they
Wesley
want,
Snipes.
right? They want to make and they said they want to make an example out of him." And I think that should be illegal. I think that
That's
Yeah.
messed up,
that
dude.
it should be
I
illegal.
don't believe
Yeah.
It should be illegal to use somebody. Sorry, to make an example out of them. It's
Yeah.
not fair to that person. You want to make an example, then tell people what the worst that can happen, and they give him the maximum sentence, even though he offered. They estimate his unpaid taxes at $2 million.
Oy.
I think he
Oh,
offered.
that's it?
He offered to pay $5.
He offered
He
5?
offered to pay $5 and to do community service or something like that. And no, they wanted to give him 3 years in jail to make an
Ridiculous.
example out of him. He has no previous criminal record.
That's
Wow.
He's done nothing wrong except not.
He's
pay
still
them
fighting it though, right?
some
It's not
money.
ended, is it?
I think that his
I think
his
we should all
lawyer's
rally,
trying to-
and I think we should beat the hell out of the IRS.
Yeah.
The
Well,
IRS
it's
is unconstitutional,
the judge, though.
too.
Yeah.
What's
and that's
the point of
argument.
having a system if people are just going to corrupt it and take it in their own hands? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Totally. I agree.
Yeah.
What's the
J'agree.
point?
I thought that was really effed up.
I think we should have
Plus, I
that
like Wesley
flat
Snipes.
sales
I know.
tax. I know Wesley Snipes is pretty cool,
pretty
actually.
cool guy.
He hasn't been in any movies in a long time, but
Doesn't matter. Demolition Man's all he needed to be in.
I never saw that actually.
It is the most awesomest movie you will ever see.
I like him. I saw him on
It
something.
apparently doesn't
and
teach
something
proper
like-
grammar, though. unfortunately.
No, it does not at all. But it does, however, play a joke on the game Simon Says.
So now...
Simon Says...
Now, my next celebrity that I must defend...
Yeah.
Dennis Leary.
Wesley Snipes. Check. Now, the next person on my list...
see. I can't wait to find out who it is, because that was a total zigzag.
Poor little Miley Cyrus.
Who? Miley Cyrus, but she's ugly, though.
We're not talking about her beauty.
But wait, I thought that we were only supposed to be good to celebrities that were good-looking.
No, that's you and you're self-centered.
No, you only masturbate to celebrities that are good-looking.
Oh. My parents didn't teach me anything.
Well, your grandma or aunt was really crazy. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so Miley Cyrus. Poor little Miley. She's 15 years old.
Yeah.
So she was in a spread for Vanity Fair with Annie Leibovitz took the photos, and she's showing her back. Oh my God, her bare naked back.
Did you see crack 15. At all?
No, she's 15. Okay, she has a white sheet, and she's showing her back. Number one.
Don't be a dummy. Eat food that's yummy and healthy too.
All right, maybe I should go back to that. I'll go back to my.
No, I think that it's your report. You can take time for whatever you want.
Fine, I'll take it then. Okay, so I saw the photo.
Damn it!
I saw one of the photos of Miley Cyrus from Annie Leibovitz. No insult to Annie Leibovitz. I'm sure she's an amazing photographer. I thought the photograph was bad. I didn't think it was a good photograph. She's hunched over. She has very bad posture. Her hair color's wrong for her. She's kind of looks a little squinty or something, and it doesn't look like a well done photo. Like the actual quality of photography doesn't look that great to me. It kind of looks like a bad photo. But anyway, besides that, she's getting a lot of heat for these photos. Now, this is also in the wake of some big online controversy she had, where there were some pictures, just regular, girls take pictures with their camera phones, low quality, messing around. One of her, laying on her boyfriend, and her shirt's kind of hiked up so you can see her stomach. Another one where she's kind of pulling her shirt down so you can see part, the top half of her bra, like a green bra she's wearing, like a tank top, like a white tank top, and she's kind of pulling it down a little bit. She's not making any sexy face or anything. She's just kind of pulling it down. And it looks a little goofy. There's another one with a girl, and it looks like the girl has maybe a candy on her tongue or something like that, and she's got her tongue sticking out with the candy on it, and then Miley's sticking her tongue out to touch the candy, kind of thing, right? Girls screw around like that. It doesn't look hot to me. I mean, it looks like
it's like kids messing around,
right? It's like kids messing around,
making
kids
silly photos.
Yeah. I mean, at 15, you're like, oh my God, I'm starting to be a sex object. I mean, you are starting to be a sexual being, right? You're starting to feel like a sexual being, so you're trying to kind of play with it, but it's very light and playful at that point because you're just falling into it. You haven't really, gotten your footing on
I agree.
sexuality. So, I mean, to me, it just looks like regular old run-of-the-mill 15. I mean, you look at any 15-year-old's MySpace page, and that's the kind of stuff that's going on. She's getting a lot of heat.
And less than that. Yeah, I mean, more than that. Yeah, that's what I meant.
There's a lot of 15-year-olds on MySpace that are just
Anyway,
make themselves look like dirty little whores.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they talk about sex and stuff.
Yeah.
And they have naked pictures. Yeah.
She's 15.
Slamming drugs.
I think people are expecting her to act like she's 11 or 12 when she's 15. The thing that people forget is it's a big difference. Every year when you're a teenager is a really big difference. If a 13-year-old were doing what an 11-year-old, were doing, I mean, I would be shocked. If an 11-year-old did what a 13-year-old was doing, I'd be shocked and dismayed. I'd send my kid to the room. I mean, it's a very big gap in between these things. And yes, she shouldn't have been doing at 14 what she's doing at 15, or at 13 what she's doing at 15. But now she's 15, and she's doing at 15 what she should be doing at 15. I mean,
you know why I think she's getting so much heat is because her fan base is kind of the right-wing Southern.
Well, they're tweens, they're young. Her fans.
But I mean, what I mean is
like
her parents. Her parents.
Sure, but her fans.
I mean, her fans' parents. Oh, gosh, that took a long time.
But her fans are also 11, 12, and apparently they don't want to see it either,
So I bet the parents are freaking out because they're that right-wing Christian crap.
Yeah, maybe some of the kids, too. I mean, when you're 11... ew, gross. She's showing her bra. Ew, gross. I remember at 12, 13 being really embarrassed if my bra strap would show. Yeah. But at 15, it's like you're wearing a shirt just so your bra strap will show,
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Tricks.
You weren't?
No.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
But you know what? I mean, it's a huge, huge difference. And on that same note, poor little Lindsay Lohan, people are giving her so much flack.
What's she doing now?
She's drinking. Has anybody realized that she's like 21, 22?
Well, I think the reason
you
why
are supposed to drink.
But she went to rehab. I think that's why they're giving her crap.
I understand, but they're like, oh, she's partying. Once every 6 months, I see a thing that she went to a party and she looks a little crappy the next day. We all go to parties. We all look a little crappy the next day.
Yeah.
You know, as long as she is happy and she's behaving herself, you know, in a manner that most people should, like she's not beating up other people, she's not, you know, making shivs out of glass bottles, you know, things like this, then who cares? Oh, she went to Italy and she messed around with 2 or 3 different guys when she was like 20, 21.
You have to in Italy.
It's Italy. You're on vacation.
Yeah. I mean, have you seen the guys hang out waiting for you, like outside of?
You're a young girl.
That's kind of douchey, though.
That's kind of what.
Yeah, but for some reason, American girls go gaga over French guys and Italian guys.
French guys are dirty.
You mean slimy, kind of
But
slimy.
American girls like that.
Slimy.
Yeah, but you're Canadian. You're supposed to be smarter than American girls.
Okay.
That's true.
So now let me continue on with my report that just played, my food report.
Yes.
So you only have like 3 minutes.
Okay, there's a food crisis. Food crisis.
Oh no.
No, actually, there's not really a food crisis, but there could be a food crisis. Oh my god,
there's a food crisis.
There could be a food crisis.
Oh wait, there is or there could be. Oh,
wait.
So
what kind of food?
Okay, so anyway, there's apparently some whisperings that, oh my gosh, we're starting to run out of food. Blah blah blah.
Oh right, that
really.
Now here's the thing. I was watching the movie Atonement. Some people think it was great. I personally didn't. Blah, blah, blah. One thing, the major point of Atonement, I'm just going to ruin this for you right now. She's walking through the city.
Wait. If you want to see Atonement, tune off your podcast right now.
Can you stop that?
All right, sorry, go ahead. I just want to make sure we're not ruining
I'm making a joke. Jesus, why do you have to ruin my life?
Joke. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Thank you, David.
Can I curse?
No. So there was she walks to.
I'm listening.
She walks through the city. And she's in England, and there's a pig in someone's front yard. And I'm thinking, you know, we don't do this kind of thing anymore. We don't raise our own livestock in our house, on our personal property. You know, people don't think like this anymore. In fact, if you had a pig on your front lawn, your neighbors would call the city.
Yeah.
In fact, if you had a pig in your back lawn, the neighbors would call the city.
Yeah.
You know, but anyway.
Zoned, yeah.
Besides
pigs are indoor animals now.
Yeah. Besides that, my point is, possible impending food crisis, at least the food prices are going up. They are going up because the gas prices are going up.
Yeah.
Well, at least because what I'm going to tell you should do at least because the food prices are going up. Okay. So the gas prices are rising, so it's costing more to transport.
Oh, yeah.
So what I am suggesting is that anyone who owns their own property go into your backyard, assuming you have a backyard, and start gardening. Start growing your own food. And if you don't have a backyard, find a friend or relative who does have a backyard that will let you plant in it. Or ask the people that you're renting from if they mind you planting a garden in their yard. Right now, I've taken over my mother-in-law's yard, and you know, we planted cabbage, we planted squash, tomatoes, peppers, lettuce. We're going to plant corn, beans, peas, strawberries I planted. I found quinoa. You can plant quinoa. It's a grain, which is really great when you cook it. It takes like 20 minutes, like white rice, but it's a whole grain. It's really high in protein for a grain, and it's really healthy, and it's delicious. It's like couscous, only good for you. And I found seeds for it. They're these sort of flowery-looking plants that are fluffy, and you can get the grains, assuming the birds don't get them first. I planted a blueberry bush. She already has an orange tree and a fig tree and a pomegranate tree and a peach tree in her backyard.
Oh, my God.
So I'm just adding to the collection. You see? So
that sounds amazing.
I'm going to I put watermelon, I put a cantaloupe, and I'm going to put a pumpkin in, too. So I can make pumpkin pie. So,
you can plant in my yard. I have an acre. You can plant a little.
Really?
Yeah, you can do
There's a lot you can do in an acre.
As long as I get things here and there. If I get a watermelon every once in a while. We can't plant the whole acre, but she's gonna get out there and plant the whole acre.
Wow.
Tear up the sod.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to come over and investigate. How do you feel about chickens?
There's chickens right next door.
Would you allow chickens in your yard?
I would, but the only thing is I have 3 cats, and one of them will work its best to get in there. So if you don't mind a chicken missing every once in a while.
Well, I mean, I could just secure the fort, right?
Yeah, but
I could put a little fence around the cage so the cat can't get into the I'll figure it. I'll look into it. I will look into it because I really want my own eggs. Really do.
Wow.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the chickens.
No, but apparently if you keep chickens long enough for them to stop laying eggs, they're not very good for eating.
Oh, really?
But you can make them into stew because, you'll be cooking it for a long time. Who doesn't like a little chicken soup?
You know what? My mom can help you because when she was a kid, they used to have to cut up their chickens and stuff.
I would not kill the chicken. I would have to have somebody else do it.
So my mom, that's what I'm saying. My mom could do it.
Sure, I would allow it to be killed. That would be acceptable to me because I firmly believe you can't eat meat and then not be willing for animals to die. It's very hypocritical. I eat meat. I can't say, poor little chicken, I'm not going to let him die. I just ate his brother.
I think we're a little too hard on hypocrites, personally, myself. Because I'm all for a lot of different hypocrisies like that. There
are certain things I do firmly believe that if I owned a pig, I would not eat pig anymore.
Yeah.
Just because I heard that they're as intelligent as a 3-year-old, and I have children, and so...
I've had a pig.
And here's Garth Marvin with the Sports Report.
Might I suggest for your sports report, you tell us about your pig?
Oh, yes. Yes, so...
Pig baseball.
No, not really. Not
pig
really.
football.
This pig used to, he went to
the market. And he wee-weed all the way home.
Which was against the rule.
The school I went to, he didn't fit in very much. The other kids picked on him a lot.
Poor little piggy.
No, the school I went to, actually, they had, goats and chickens, and we did collect eggs in the mornings, and
what
we would
school
cook
did
them
you
and
go
stuff
to?
like that. Yeah, school in the desert. Just a bunch of hicks.
Farm school.
It was a lot of fun, though. It was good.
Awesome.
Not the ranch school or whatever it is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the ranch school. That's not the one I went to. Not the one for douchey kids.
What you're talking about. I still have no idea what you're talking about.
Then why do you have that surprised, scared look on your face?
Just continue with your story.
Piggy pig.
Anyway, we had a pig. He grew up. He was gross. He used to try to have sex with the fence. And he would just sort of eat his own poop. And then,
don't get a pig. I had a pig,
That sounds like a dog.
It's kind of like a dog.
But without the affection and without the love, and you just don't love a pig. No. You just don't.
He wasn't very lovable. I guess he was maybe a little smart, but not uber smart. I wasn't that impressed. I was expecting
he couldn't spell his own name.
I was expecting tricks, flips and mathematics, and
or at least be able to sit or stay. I had a pig too, and you couldn't get it to stay or stop doing that or anything. Yeah, my pig. Yeah.
Anyway, so we shot him and then got him chopped up and then we ate him.
Oh.
Was he delicious?
He was so good.
I have to say that's another reason. I really think that if I had chickens and I let them lay eggs for 2-3 years, and then I turned them into stew meat, I think that they would taste better, even though they were old and tough. I think they would taste better than a chicken I got at the store because I had some organic beef. There's a Ralph's in La Crescenta? Yeah. Past Pennsylvania on Foothill. They have Laura's lean beef. Don't buy it all because I want some. But it's organic and it's sustainable and all that good stuff.
Wow.
And grass-fed. And oh my goodness. It was so much better than the regular beef that you get at the store. It was so much better.
But you know what I think? I think if you had chickens, if you can never let your daughter go there, or she'll freak out if you actually kill one and eat one.
The thing is, I think that, yes, possibly, but if I were to go into it, if I were going to go into such an endeavor, I would go into it saying, honey, we're getting chickens, and what we're going to do is we're going to let them lay eggs, and then we're going to kill them and eat them. I would go into it saying that so that she knew that was going to happen.
But I still think she'd be sad.
Because she knows that she might, and don't get me wrong,
she's smart. She could
start crying, and I would say, okay, so we're going to let the chickens live.
Because I think you would get attached to the chickens too, actually.
It's possible. And I would like them, but I mean, we would get new chicks too.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would play it. I mean, I would probably be happier saying, okay, I'm going to let them, have their eggs and then I'm going to give them to somebody else who wants to eat them. That probably would sit better with me, honestly, than me actually eating them myself and thinking about it. For example, the other day, and I think my mother-in-law thinks I'm crazy, but I was drinking a glass of milk I don't normally drink milk. I don't like milk. It's viscous and slimy and gross. And I'm chugging...
Gives me really bad gas.
Oh, yeah. You're probably mildly lactose intolerant. So I'm chugging this glass of milk because we were eating cake. And I'm like, milk and cake, it sounds really good. So I'm chugging this big glass of milk. And as I'm drinking it, I'm thinking... Because I'm nursing right now. So I'm thinking, this is like me, like... milking into a glass and then some animal drinking it. And then I'm thinking...
More like we hook you up to a machine.
Right. And then I'm thinking this is like then I'm like,
it.
would I nurse from a cow? And I'm thinking of a giant cow nipple. And I'm like, ew, I don't want to nurse from a giant cow nipple. And I just couldn't drink the milk. I was like, this is gross and disgusting.
I can understand.
This is not made for me. It's made for baby cows.
I can understand.
Though I do love cheese.
Oh, cheese is the greatest. But I have the same thing with baby back ribs.
Like vice with cheese.
Yeah.
It's a big thing with me. Like if I go somewhere and get like a brick of cheese to like, slice up and throw on things over the course of a week.
Right.
It'll be gone within a couple hours. I just sort of peel the plastic and start eating it like a sandwich, and I cannot stop for the life of me. It's so hard to stop.
I can't eat cheese.
You can't eat cheese.
But I have the same thing with baby back ribs. There's something about pork, and then just the name baby back ribs just gives me the creeps.
Oh.
Like I can't. But you
just call it ribs, I'm okay.
Yeah.
But once you call it baby back ribs, it's the same thing as veal.
Yeah, I never ate
veal. I ate veal once. I was like, what is this? And my dad said, oh, it's veal. And I was like, what's veal? And he's like, baby cow. And I'm like,
I know.
And I felt so
creepy,
bad. I'm like, that's effed up, dude. Like, I'm eating someone's baby right now.
I know. I was like, at least let them live. At least let them grow up and have a life. Although, honestly, if you look at factory farming, what kind of life are you giving them? You're probably saving them by eating them as babies, honestly.
True.
But,
Same thing with lamb,
if you have them
too.
from a nice, sustainable place, then, lamb. What's the alternative? Mutton? Is that what the older?
Well, just lamb and lamb chops. Just there's something about lamb chops that gives me the creeps a little. It's like
because they're little baby sheepies.
But pork chops, I'm fine with.
Right.
I can eat those all day long. But I had a pig too, and the thing that's creepy about a pig is, it's smart as a 3-year-old and all. But if you touch its skin in certain places, it feels like human skin. So it's like a bald little thing running around you. It's just disgusting.
That would be creepy to think about eating. Another reason why I wouldn't want to eat it.
That's why I didn't. That's why I got rid of mine instead of chopping it up and eating it. It was just giving me, and I couldn't eat pork for a long time after I had that pig too, because it was just so gross.
We're from a strange, the way we were raised. We weren't raised on farms. We were raised with prepackaged meats, and we call it poultry, and we call it pork.
Yeah, I'm all for that kind of hypocrisy, though. To tell you the truth.
Really. Did you have something else you wanted to talk about, seeing as you're looking at your watch constantly?
No, well, there's supposed to be another report, and I feel like we're talking on and on. But
well, it hasn't happened. This is my sports report.
No, I know. I felt like I was just trying to see if it went over 10 minutes or not. But finish up your sports report, because we're really interested in sports. Go.
Well.
May I make mention that your skills are sweet as honey? Sweeter than honey.
Sweeter than honey.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Mark got skills sweeter than honey.
So says his shirt.
Yeah. I found it in the children's section in the thrift store.
Awesome.
It was $1. I couldn't pass it up.
I think it's a little too big on you.
I got pants in the children's section. I think David wants to see me
naked.
Well, who doesn't? Come on, Crystal.
Me.
Who doesn't? Oh, come on, Crystal.
Yeah, no, I don't.
As much as my ego could be inflated right now, I don't blame her for not wanting to see me naked.
Why wouldn't you blame her?
It'd be for the same reason I don't want to see her naked.
Yeah. We're friends. You don't want to cross that line.
We're good friends. You know what I'm saying? Once I see her naked, every time I see her, I think of her naked. And I feel a little weird about that.
It's like my friends, right? Like, my friends, the men or the women, they can talk and joke to me about, past sexual experiences that they've had. And the women, if they really had a problem, I wouldn't mind maybe hearing about their problem, but I don't want to hear details about my friends having sex. I just don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Some guy, a friend of mine who's a guy, could tell me the raunchiest story about some girl he effed in the gas station bathroom. I don't care. I'll listen, but I don't want to hear him tell me that story about his wife if I'm friends with her. I don't want to hear it.
Oh,
you know, it's like there's that line. Those are the people you like and and you want to think of them as perfect and pure and clean, and you don't want to go there.
Yeah, I can understand that for sure.
It's fine if they do it. You just don't want to hear about it.
Right.
That's all.
I can understand. Have you guys ever accidentally seen... Because you guys have been friends for how long now? Like 10 years?
Probably.
Yeah, probably about that.
And have you guys ever accidentally seen each other naked at all?
No.
Wow.
I've peed while she was in the room.
You did? What happened?
She wasn't looking.
Was she screaming?
I told
you're peeing!
No.
No.
No,
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Wow.
This occurring.
You and Peter were wrestling on the floor, and I'd look, guys, I have to pee. I'm whipping it out. Don't look.
Okay.
I don't care. I need to pee.
And they didn't even stop?
They kind of kept wrestling. It was fine. I don't know. It didn't bother me. Whatever.
Because I wanted you to actually clarify the rumor, because Peter keeps talking about how huge Mark is.
Well, there's a website.
There's a website?
Go to the website.
All right, what's the address?
markishuge.com.
Okay. Because I've heard about it a lot from a lot of different people.
That would be so creepy.
It's a rumor that,
Yeah.
How would that be creepy? How would that possibly be creepy to go on an internet site and see your penis? How could that be creepy?
Because I didn't condone it.
But you know what?
I was cool with it.
It's creepy that he's not making money from the site.
That's what I'm saying.
Did Niagara Falls condone anybody taking its picture? Did the pyramid say, yeah, go ahead and put me on a website?
Maybe it did.
No.
Were you there? No. You don't know.
Well, I guess
maybe the Sphinx said. Maybe the Sphinx said, "You go, girl. Okay, take my picture."
Oh my goodness! My daughter said "you go," girl" to me the other day.
Oh my God! Really?
Daughter.
She saw it was some movie or something. Somebody was like, "You go, girl," and then she said it to me. Yeah.
That's awesome. I want to teach her more vernacular like that.
No, she won't take it from you.
She won't. She got mad at me because I said "porty."
Yeah,
I tried to say.
I want to look pretty. I don't want to look shitty.
And I can't curse.
Just what to wear, all the way down to my underwear.
Man.
Revamp your look today. It's David's fashion expose.
We're all laughing because we said that Mark can't curse, and there's no curse words in that previous jingle at all. There's nothing of any offense to any person.
I think they said kitty. Correct?
Kitty.
Is that correct?
I don't want to look like Kitty.
I don't want to look witty.
You know, I heard, maybe it's on a commercial or something like that, but I'll just replay it really fast. Who cares, whatever. You can look up where that
I don't do that kind of thing.
Name.
Just say it. Just say it. I don't look for things.
No,
I'm not gonna look for it.
it's SHIT, and you can look it up on the internet and how that became known as that. Anyways, whatever.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, I had to explain to my daughter the other day why she wasn't allowed to say pussycat without the cat.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, why? Did she say it once or something?
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, I'm talking about a cat." I'm like, "Yeah, honey, you can't say that."
And what'd she say?
Like,
She's like,
"But
why?
I mean pussycat." And I'm like, "Yeah, but you have to say the cat part. You can't not say the cat part. You have to say the cat part."
Oh, that's so sad. What a horrible world we live in.
I know. I told her it was a rude thing to say, and it had been turned into a rude word. I told her that it meant that you were saying somebody was weak and they weren't very strong.
Oh,
I went with definition number 2.
Interesting way out of that.
Yeah, thank you.
You know what? Can I just comment really quick on your mothering skills?
Quick.
Yes, you may.
They're good.
Thanks.
I think you do a good job raising Pape.
Thank you, Mom.
All right, nobody cares. I want to hear about my fashion expose.
Not really. I kind of.
Yeah, they do. Shut up, you. You're not one of our millions of listeners.
Wait,
now listen
is
to me.
somebody else flashing their goods?
Wait, have you ever even listened to our podcast, Mark?
Yes, you douche.
You have?
Yes, I have them
on your
all
own
on my
without
computer.
us yelling at you?
I have them on my iPod.
Really? You're a
I
big
listen to
fan
them
of
in my
ours?
cars. Well, big fan of mine. No, I'm just kidding.
I knew if we dug a little, we'd get to that.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, my fashion expose. This is very important, people.
Well, then get to it already.
All right, here's the thing. Let's just lay it out on the table.
Okay.
Hey, whoa,
okay.
a fashion generation ago, and a
I
generation.
was about to show my breasts just to let.
I was about to
know.
clarify the rumor of me being huge.
Okay, a fashion generation ago, and a generation in fashion is just a cycle of styles.
Okay.
So you know how there's different generations of fashion.
He lost me. Here's my report.
Okay, a generation ago in fashion, you know, the short-waisted, hip-huggery, tight jeans that kind of flared out were in with, you know, the...
What era?
Has it been a generation? Oh my goodness!
ago.
I guess it has been a generation because I have kids now.
90s?
I'm old.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Well, not even the 90s. Like turn of the new millennium and whatever. And now high-waisted jeans, tight, straight-legged are in. You see them everywhere, and like they're kind of coming to the end of the fashion generation. And
I really
whatnot.
hope so.
But here's the point. And then long tunic-y
garbage.
tops for girls and all that kind of
Right.
thing. Here's the point. in both of those generations and everyone previous, there's some women that looked good because they looked good. And there's some women that wear that, and they shouldn't wear it. Like with the hip huggery jeans, they had big fat rolls, and they shouldn't wear it, and they look like crap, right?
Okay.
So, and then nowadays, there's women that kind of have a big paunch in the front, and they're wearing the high-waisted tight jeans. Rolls. You can see the big paunch in the front because of the tight-waisted jeans.
Muffin top.
Yeah, muffin tops.
Sorry, I call it Pillsbury pants.
Here's the thing. It's like things come in fashion, things go out of fashion, but there will always be women that look like crap wearing the latest fashion.
Okay.
They can even wear it before everyone wears it, and they look like crap. Mm-hmm. But then there's always women that you see that are wearing the last generation of fashions that are out already, and they look really good because they put themselves together good, they groom well, they have a nice body, whatever. Here's my point.
Yes.
Fashion is nothing but psychological warfare against women. That's all it is. And women are suckers and they buy into it. Men too, sure. But I think
men do as well.
But to the greater majority, we can see women doing that. They're going out and buying what their cute friend bought. Don't do that. Go out and buy something. Try things on.
I hate trying things on.
Well, okay, don't try them on.
In the store, I hate trying things on. What I'll do is I'll take them home, I'll try them on, and then I'll go return them if they're
But don't get something that's in fashion.
I return a lot of things.
Get something that you think will look good on you. Or get something, try on a whole bunch of stuff, or bring it home and try it on. And
what the hell was that?
I don't know.
Was that the shut the hell up?
I'm in the middle of my report.
There's something beeped like a fire alarm.
Ignore it.
Now listen to me. This is the whole point. I got to the point of it, blabbermouth, and you won't shut the hell up.
Fire alarm!
It was actually
Mark's not even drunk tonight.
Whatever, it was the carbon monoxide alarm.
I'm going to hit him. Shut up.
It's cool. Carry on with your fashion report.
So this is the point. It's like if you're a man, if you're a woman, whatever the hell you are, get clothes that look good on you. Get clothes that flatter you. Don't wear what's in fashion because it doesn't effing matter. It's just some people sitting in a room somewhere thinking like, how can we sell a whole bunch of things to people, and how can we make money off those people? And all you're doing by buying into fashion is just looking to someone else and going, ooh, what are they wearing? I wonder what they're wearing. Some idiot that doesn't care about you. Wear something else. Go buy something else.
I typically like to find my clothes at thrift stores.
Yeah, what you're wearing is very chic to me. Like, you look great. You walk into a room and everybody read your shirt because you got skills sweeter than honey. What? But we've all seen that. Women do not buy things that you look crappy in because the women especially. Let me tell you something, women. If you walk into a bar, a restaurant, wherever you go, and you look like crap, all the men are saying, look at that dog. Like, we comment on how crap you look. And more than that, a group of women comments on it like, oh my God, look at that girl. Look what she's wearing. You could totally see her.
I think I'm never walking into a restaurant again.
Or a bar.
Anywhere. Yeah. A mall. Oh, come on. You've never been with your friends and pointed out a girl like, oh my God, look what that girl's wearing over there.
See, but
you do. Women do that. Well, you're different than other women. Let's just say Crystal's different than other women. But have you ever been in a group of women that has commented on what another girl's wearing? Like, oh my God, look what she's wearing.
Maybe like a couple times, but mostly in middle school. I mean, the people that I hang out with are much nicer than that.
I know. You hang out with nice people, so that's really weird. But yes, Mark, go ahead.
Now, my question is,
what?
So are you condoning that people care what other people think?
Yes.
Okay.
And here's why I'm not condoning that people should care what other people think. It's because you shouldn't care what other people think. That's why you should think about what you wear because people will talk about you when you walk into a bar or restaurant.
I actually like that.
No, can I talk to you about color? Because I decided... maybe I didn't decide. The thought crossed my mind a couple weeks ago that I put on something. And I looked at myself in the mirror, and I looked washed out, and I looked old, and I was like, ugh. I remembered the shirt that I had on the day before,
throw it away.
And I looked great, and I looked bright and happy.
Put it on.
And it wasn't the cut. The cut looked maybe even more flattering, the second one, the one that made me look washed out and gross. It was the color. And I thought, you know what? There are about 4, maybe 5 colors that look... No, about 4 colors that look good on me. Like good. Like, not like, oh, it looks okay, but actually good. They make me look better.
Only
I look
wear
brighter.
Those colors.
My hair looks better. My skin looks better. I'm like, you know what? I should just throw away everything that's not those colors.
Throw them away.
I should just keep just those colors around.
Make baby quilts out of them.
Okay.
Go.
Thanks.
So what we've learned here, hurry up, what?
No, I'm just saying, she brought up color, and I just wanted to say that for me it's a little different. I just generally go for what
colorblind.
fits.
Because
I'm
different than she is.
The majority of green and red shades I don't see, and everything else is sort of phased out and hazy.
But you look good in blue.
I still see it, but I do see blue.
There you go. Wear it.
So, but it's just interesting because some of the times I'll go out of the house and I'll be wearing a green and a different green that apparently don't match, and I don't effing know because I don't see green that well. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm wearing sort of a greenish gray.
I have to tell you, sea green is not a nice color green.
You know what you have though? You know what you have that will help you with your fashion coordination?
Black.
A girlfriend.
A girlfriend. Listen to your effing mother effing girlfriend.
And I do.
Don't think for yourself.
I do.
Be like a parent around Christmas. Do not think for yourself.
The other option...
Take direction.
The other option is, if you're wearing two... Now, it's easy with guys. Because, Mark, you wear a shirt and you wear shorts or pants, right? So if you're wearing two different greens, that means your shorts are a green color. So what you do is you buy black or gray or blue or white or whatever shorts. And then you have to worry a little bit less.
Right.
You go, well, I'm going to wear the black shorts with the red top, and I'm going to wear the blue top with the black shorts. It makes it a little easier.
I've been doing
and present
that.
yourself to your girlfriend and say, how does this look? And whatever she says, do it.
You know, I have to tell you, I do that with my husband too. I say, how does this look? Can I pull this off? Am I too old to be wearing this? Does this look stupid together?
Does he ever give you a negative? He'll
give me advice. He'll go, no, he doesn't tell me I look too old for that. He's nicer than that. But no, he'll say,
really?
Well, he goes, maybe it's the boots. I don't really like the boots with the skirt. And I go, okay, and I'll try on something different. How about this? Yeah, that's better.
Awesome.
You know, and there's plenty of times where I go, are you sure this looks good? Are you sure? And he's like, yeah, it looks great. You look cute. And I'm like, really? Are you sure? But you know.
You should ask, would you hit me in this? Would you hit this? You should smack your ass. Would you hit this?
I think my daughter might ask why I'm saying that. Mommy, why are you spanking yourself?
You know what you're doing?
Were you bad?
Mommy, why do you want Daddy to beat you?
Here's a rule of thumb on color. If you have two greens that don't match, you add a third green. 3 for some reason. If they all don't match, matches.
Oh, that's true. Because then it's like...
It just brings it all together. I don't know why.
Then you have like a dark, a middle, a light.
Yeah.
You know, it...
Does that work like that with every color?
It creates a pattern.
Really?
But every shade of a color, you can't do you can't mix dark blues and light blues. It has to be all light blues or all dark blues or all dark greens.
No, you could do a dark, medium, and light blue.
Yeah, you're right. You can do that.
He's right. 3 of a color.
I'm CTFO by Crystal.
3.
Wait, I just realized something. Fashion equals fear. Because people are afraid to not look like other people, and they're afraid to look out of it. Most people are afraid of how they look.
To a degree, yeah, that's true. But I think fashion should equal fun.
That's right. Fashion does equal fear, but it should equal fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, wear what you freaking want to wear. Wear what you... Even if, Mark, if you want to wear 2 clashing greens and you like it, do it. Go for it.
I wore bunny ears last week.
Go for it.
Out for coffee.
Go.
Awesome.
I did.
Do it.
I did it.
Go.
I'm serious.
And the same with blacks. You're colorblind, so you can't tell, but blacks can sometimes clash.
I'm sorry, I don't understand colorful words as well. Could you please explain that again?
Blacks can sometimes clash. There's blue blacks, there's green blacks, and there's brown blacks.
Like bruises.
Yeah. I don't like to wear blacks.
Do you know what I'm saying? No, blacks sometimes don't... You can wear a black pants and black shirts, but the blacks don't match.
They're not the same black. I hardly ever wear 2 blacks together because I constantly have that problem. And the worst part is you can look at it in one light and then you go outside and it's 2 totally different blacks. I've always been very particular about my blacks matching. Also, I don't like navy and black together.
You should go out and get sunlight lamps too, so you can see how you look.
What?
They're only like $2,000 or $3,000. You just set it up around your mirror. You can see what you look like out in the sunlight, or you're gonna look like an idiot.
Or you can invest in a door or a window.
Oh, window.
A window.
Curtain.
A window. You have to put a mirror mounted up next to a window.
No, you want the window behind you so the light streams in. Doy.
Huh? Yeah, but then you're blinded by the light into the window.
Knocked up like a
douche.
You want the light to shine on you.
In the night. Right, so you have the mirror facing the window. You don't have the mirror in the window.
No, well, yeah, somewhere near the window where
you will be
sunlight can hit you.
You will be bathed in shadow. The shadow from the mirror that is blocking the sunlight.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying next to the window.
No, you want
on the wall next to the window.
You want the window behind you.
No, but then you're blinded by the light coming through the window. You can't see yourself.
Then put on sunglasses and you will look awesome.
and then no matter what you're wearing, you'll look awesome.
You look blue.
Awesome. Like what's his face? The Shining. Jack Nicholson. He's always wearing sunglasses. He's like,
he's brilliant.
Yeah, I'm gonna look so cool. Yeah, that's probably what.
I gotta say, it's fun to make fun of people that are colorblind.
Okay.
Like I had a friend who he revealed to me that was colorblind, and he was talking like, I'm colorblind with this, colorblind with that, and he goes, but I like these shorts because they're my favorite ones because I know they're yellow, so I always wear them because I know what to match with it, and I just started giggling because his shorts were green, and it was just fun to send him on his way. And that was the last time. And he totally clashed, like it didn't match what he was. He thought he had yellow shorts and whatever, a blue shirt or something like that, and he thought, oh yeah, I'm styling.
You're a good friend, David.
I know. No, I told him actually. But it'd be funny to think like he's going through life getting tricked and
that would be sad.
Pointing it out to
That's
people.
Not funny.
I'm
it's
sorry.
It's not funny to think that people are going through life being tricked.
I'm sorry. Did I offend you, Mark?
No.
Were you even listening to what I was saying?
Not really.
Chewing on his fingers.
That was wise.
I had something in my teeth. I was trying to get it out for like the last 20 minutes.
Was it David's Bull by any chance?
Yes.
I don't get it.
You had a bowl. It was in my teeth.
Red Bull. We're talking about Red Bull, the drink. Drinky drink.
Hey, that's product placement.
Yes. No.
Yeah, can we get paid for that?
Can we get paid for that?
We could get free Red Bulls. We need to get paid.
Everyone listening to this podcast, you need to send $1 to the address listed
that would
below.
Be interesting. I would actually just be interested to see how many dollars we got.
Where should they send it? Give them an address.
Give them my address.
Yeah,
that's where all our band stuff goes to.
What is the address?
It's 5125 Hollywood Boulevard, number 200.
That's 5125 Hollywood Boulevard, number 200
in Hollywood,
Dinner
California.
Date, attention, Dark Marvin.
What's the
90027.
There you go.
90027, ladies. Everybody, just stick $1 in an envelope and send it because
or anything that's funny. For that
are we gonna see these dollars?
Even $1, just $1.
I cannot guarantee that you'll see the dollars, but I will tell you. I will tell you that they came in.
Write a check for $1.
Oh my God!
Write a check for $1 and pay to the order of David Drader.
Wait, don't say my name.
Oh, too late.
I'm a corporation, anyways. Wait a minute.
David Drader Incorporated.
David Drader is a corporation. Please sit down.
I am a corporation.
But you are also an individual, and you can cash.
I'm not really an individual anymore.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You
Look at me. Can
you are an individual.
Prove it.
You're right there in front of me. I just proved it. Your Honor, case closed.
Her and her tricky Canadian ways.
Yes.
Wait. Yeah, didn't you steal some money that got sent to that P.O. box from your band? Like Crystal's in your band, you stole the money. You took the money and ran.
No, we get checks in from places.
And didn't you cash it and keep it?
No, they're in. They've been building in my savings account. I have them deposited, but they're made out to me. So I put them in my bank account, and I transfer the money into my savings account, so I've been collecting a fund for the band.
And how much is in it now?
$40. Because I've gotten 2 checks.
I don't know why you haven't cashed that and gone to Mexico.
$20.
We're going to get pizza.
Yay, band pizza.
And how long? How much more are you going to need to save up to get a pizza party?
I was watching, that show, Are You Smarter Than a Sixth Grader?
I'm not, but go ahead.
Okay, so the guy was like the next question away. He was going to win like $10,000 or something like that. And he turns to the kid who's helping him. He's like, "If you get this one right, I'm gonna throw you a pizza party." And I'm like, seriously, a pizza party? Like seriously, or I'm gonna buy you pizza. It's like, really, you're gonna get him a pizza? You're gonna spend $10 whole on the kid after just won you $10,000.
I would get that little kid like a gold-plated pizza.
Yeah,
and a grill.
Yeah, but if you said that to a kid, they'd be like, "What?" But a pizza, like pizza.
These kids are like 11. They're smarter than that.
That's true.
You could say, "I'll get you a U.S. savings bond," and they'd be like, "Yes."
What about your daughter? What can we do to tempt her to help us?
Sugar, basically. She's at the age where sugar is. Although, you know
I
what?
remember that age.
She went to a job with Peter, and someone offered her some candy, and she turned it down.
Really?
Because he had given her ice cream earlier that day, and he was like, "Okay, here's ice cream, blah, blah, it's a treat, whatever." Somebody offered her candy, and she said, "No, thank you." Because she's a good little girl.
Oh, my God.
That's
I would
awesome.
not be able to do that when I was that age. There's no way.
Yeah, I would have just...
If my mom didn't let me have it even, I would have pushed the car over even.
Push the car over?
Yeah, if she's like, you can't get in the car, you can't have sugar. I'd be like, F you, Mom, and push the car over. She didn't let me have sugar.
Wow.
All right. So wait, drama. Do you have any drama?
I don't have any drama. My life is fantastic.
Your life is fantastic, huh? You're living the dream, huh?
I am living the dream. I'm living with my woman. We're just experiencing fun, working on my cars. I'm making my own fuel for my diesel Benz. You know, I'm paying like it's like I made another batch today. It cost me. I'm basically paying like $1.82 a gallon.
Nice. How much would it cost to convert my car to oil?
You can't. It's not a diesel car.
It has to be diesel.
But wait a minute. How do you
cost to convert my car to a diesel car and then convert it to oil?
About as much as it would cost for a new car. That was diesel.
Do you want to buy me a new car?
Maybe.
Wait, how do you live like that? How do you support yourself?
What do you mean? What?
Because I want to do the same thing, but I have so many bills.
What do you... Oh, you mean being lazy and enjoying life?
He just doesn't have bills.
I don't have a job, and I don't have many bills.
You're a genius.
I'm sort of collecting from the man right now.
Do you get to watch TV a lot during the day?
I don't really watch any TV.
That's the first thing I would do.
I wake up, like I have some tea and like some toast or maybe some eggs or something, and then like go for a walk and figure out what I'm going to do and tinker around and check my email, and then like go for a drive with my girl, and we just sort of hang out and whatever.
Can I live with you guys?
Do
you guys adopt me?
We want to have a kids party soon, and I'm having a garage sale this weekend. I wanted to invite you guys.
You are? Can I bring stuff to sell there?
Yes. And as long as you stay there the entire time, and when you does not sell, you take it home. Because I don't want your garbage.
Will you adopt me though, and then I can live with you, and you can take me for walks and give me tea?
Yeah.
I want to go for walks and have tea.
I do too. I want to watch TV though when I'm eating though.
Oh, can I?
That's what makes you fat.
Yeah.
I already am.
That's what made you that way.
But I am on a starvation diet, ladies and gentlemen. You got to starve yourself.
It's not a starvation.
My model told me you have to starve yourself. She eats an Activia little. You know, have you seen those yogurts? They're not like normal size yogurt. They're like a quarter yogurt. Right. Anyway, so you just have an Activia a day, and you're set, and you become really thin and beautiful.
He's eating 6 small meals a day. That's not starving
No,
yourself.
I'm not. I'm starving myself. I'm eating
active.
Activia, and my lunch is gum. 6 pieces of sugar-free gum.
If you pass out and hit your head on something, I will not stitch it.
Yeah. I'm going to stand and laugh at you.
Neither is starving yourself.
Because you're being stupid.
But
you're being an
you
idiot.
guys, it's the American dream. You're living the dream. I'm living the dream. I'm going for it.
I am eating.
I think David has an eating disorder.
Really bad.
Yeah.
But you got yourself a lady. Ladies like really thin guys that are really thin, so that's what I'm doing.
Can I say I've been losing weight, David?
I think that's a sign.
Wait.
I think we have to finish.
Should we run? Yeah. Is that a fire alarm?
I don't know what it is.
We're going to burn to death. And this is the last tape anyone ever is going to hear from us.
Okay, well, thank you for...
Well, thanks. We got to get out of the house on fire. See you later. See you later, stupid. What do I do? Oh, my God.